Hi everybody, I'm Todd and I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to take a look at the brand new Curves Equator plugin from Waves. Beyond controlling resonances across a mix, what this really does is allow you to open up space for various sources throughout a song. So whether you're applying it to individual tracks or buses or on the full mix, you can create not only movement but space and emphasis for different instruments throughout the song using the built-in real-time control as well as automation in your DAW. So a lot of flexibility here, and it can really change the way you think about your workflow in the mixing process. I want to thank Waves for sending this out early for me to have a look at. This is not a sponsored video and I didn't have to make this or tell you anything about it. So let's take a look. Now taking a look at the interface, it's pretty clean here. A few basic controls. There's an advanced section which we'll get into in a little bit. But let's start out with the most basic use here, which is just on a full mix. And it starts out with a flat profile and it's going to suppress any resonance frequencies based on that. But then we can go ahead and ask it to learn. It's going to listen to the music and it's going to come up with a profile to give us a more even correction all the way across. Some advanced controls let us get into a little more detail. We can adjust the attack, a little more of that bass through. You can even adjust the tilt frequency. And so you can get a lot out of it just using it on a basic mix. But if you want to go ahead and get into a little more detail, we can go into an actual track. So if I go to the drum track here, same thing, I'm going to go ahead and play the drums. And I can use it as is, or I can get it to learn the drums. And I can have that in the context of the mix. And so you can get in detail all the way down to individual tracks. Of course, here I'm looking at it on stems. But beyond that, another thing that's great here is the sidechaining capability. So if we want to make sure we can hear absolutely the vocals over and above what's going on, perhaps with the other instruments, we can do that. So all we need to do is go ahead and pick what we want to duck, essentially, what we want to cut back. In this case, it's going to be this instrumental stem versus the vocal stem. So I've gone ahead and I've created an instance here of Curves Equator that is on the instruments, and I'm going to send an insert from the vocals over to that. So all I got to do is find here the insert here for instruments for this particular stem. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then when I play this, I can go ahead and put this in sidechain mode, and we're going to get a send happening here from the vocals into the instruments. So we'll duck the instruments for the vocals.
I aim so high and I reached it all. Why do I
So a lot of flexibility. You can use this in so many ways when you're working on a mix. Now, another thing we can take a look at is different genres, because this certainly works very well on a variety of genres. I'm going to go ahead and throw it here on some metal. And again, we'll move over. Another genre here. Just ease my temporary pain. But just like you, it always fades. I hope one day I turn the page. And we have a mix too, so we can apply the effect in parallel. So a lot of flexibility here in terms of what we can apply across a lot of different genres. Again, whether it be on a full mix, whether it be individual tracks, we can do it on buses, on stems in this case here, use side chaining, really a lot of flexibility. And one last thing, we'll go back to the rock mix here and we'll take a look at what we can do with the limiter that's built in as well. And that's also going to be really useful here. So having used the plugin for a while, I can say one of the things I really like about it is the flexibility in the workflow. So whether you want to use it on individual tracks or on buses, stems or full mixes as I've done here, it's going to give you a lot of flexibility to apply either broad or fine strokes in a transparent or not so transparent way. That can be great for automation if you're working in a mix and you want to bring emphasis to certain sources throughout the song. That's going to give you the chance to do that while allowing the continual even suppression of resonances to happen all the way through the mix. And of course, the sidechain I think is one of the most powerful features here, helping you really make space when you have sources competing for the same areas in the mix too. So again, a lot of flexibility, a lot you can get done with this plugin. I really like how simple it is to use, or you can apply some of the more advanced features as well, so you can grow into this if that's something you want to do. And so if you want to get more information or check out this plugin, there's a link in the description below. As always, I really appreciate you joining me today. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.